The New York Rangers just traded their superstar, Artemi Panarin, 57 points, leading scorer for 7 straight seasons, gone to the Kings. And the return? Basically nothing. Here's what you need to know. February 4th, 2026, the Rangers shipped Panarin to Los Angeles for prospect Liam Greentree and 2 conditional late-round picks. That's it. For a guy who had 120 points just 2 seasons ago. The Kings immediately signed him to a 2-year extension worth $22 million, proving his value. But here's the kicker. This happened right before the Olympic roster freeze. The Rangers rushed this deal through, and fans are absolutely furious. 3 weeks ago, GM Chris Drury sent out a letter. You probably heard about it. He told fans the Rangers were entering a retool, not a rebuild, a retool. He promised they'd build around their core players and get competitive quickly. Fast forward to today. They're dead. Last in the Eastern Conference. 22 wins, 28 losses, 6 OT losses, minus 21 goal differential. It's a disaster. And now their best player is gone. The same day Drury sent that letter, he met with Panarin privately, told him straight up, "We're not offering you an extension. We'll trade you wherever you want." Panarin had a full no-movement clause. He chose Los Angeles. The Rangers had zero leverage. Now let's talk about what they got back. Liam Greentree is the Kings' top prospect, drafted 26th overall in 2024. He's a big power forward, had 119 points in the OHL last season. Solid player? Sure. But he's 20 years old and still in juniors. He might be good. He might not. Then there's a conditional 3rd-round pick in 2026 and a 4th-rounder in 2028 for Artemi Panarin, a guy who's been a point-per-game player for 9 straight seasons, who just put up 19 goals and 38 assists in 52 games this year, despite the Rangers being terrible. The Rangers retained 50% of his salary to make the deal work. They basically gave him away. Compare this to what other teams were reportedly offering. Washington made a huge push. Carolina, Tampa, all interested. But Panarin only wanted LA. That's the problem with no movement clauses. The player controls everything. And when your team is tanking, you lose all negotiating power. Here's where it gets really interesting. Drury said this is a retool, not a rebuild. But what's the difference anymore? They already traded away core pieces last season. Kaapo Kakko, Filip Chytil, Chris Kreider. Now Panarin. Sources say Vincent Trocheck and Braden Schneider are next on the trade block. Both could fetch decent returns before the March 6th deadline. But here's the thing. Who's left to build around? Adam Fox? Great defenseman, but he's 27. Igor Shesterkin? Elite goalie, but he's 30 and just came off injury. Mika Zibanejad? He's 32 and has a full no-move clause. These guys are not the foundation of a quick retool. These are veterans on the wrong side of 30. Meanwhile, the young guys who could be part of a rebuild, like Alexis Lafreniere and Braden Schneider, are reportedly available too. So what is this? A retool or a teardown? Fans don't know. And honestly, it doesn't seem like Drury knows either. Here's what Rangers fans need to understand. This trade signals one thing. The window is closed. The team that made the Eastern Conference Final in 2024? Gone. The President's Trophy winners? Gone. Drury has been tearing this roster apart piece by piece since that playoff run. And now, with Panarin gone, the last piece of the old core is officially out the door. The Rangers are going to miss the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. They're going to sell at the deadline. And they're going to be bad for a while. The only question now is, how long? Because without a clear direction, without elite prospects coming in, this could take years. This is what a franchise collapse looks like. So here's my question for you. Was this the right move? Should the Rangers have kept Panarin and tried to compete? Or is this retool actually the smart play long-term? Let me know in the comments. And if you think Drury's doing a terrible job, drop a comment and let's talk about it.